Okay, Wednesday, 22nd, trade review for me, which was not it was not a great day, but I will go over what happened and kind of go over my thought process with this. Initial trade in the morning. Let's see here, 5 minutes. I think I was looking off this liquidity pool because we had this sweep down, and I think it was there's something over here that I was looking at. I deleted my old lines because they're just getting in the way, but I should have kept them on. I might have been these pools. I don't. I think I used these yesterday though. Something maybe this one. Yeah, I think it was that one. All right, so this sweep we had this thing ran down like crazy. Okay. Oh wait, I remember now. So this was a sweep here, and I just took this with time, and it just was expanding to the downside very quickly. And I realized my loss, like Kev was saying, I can use the ranges to find the actual lows in these areas. Let me bring the 81 up here. I think I was looking at 81 for this. For so this, yeah. I think were you talking? I think he was talking. Maybe it's a 29. But yeah, the 81 kind of fits price there. Where like we before we actually hit the range low, we had the sweep with time. We didn't really get a reaction till later. It would I would have had to had a either a huge stop with this because I entered under the sweep like we always do, and my stop was like here, some I think it was right there, yeah, on my journal. So I needed to either have a bigger stop, which I don't like having large stops, or enter down here on this pool, which actually we had a liquidity pool here. This is 935, which there's no time here, but I was anticipating a resweep. This blue line was my limit order. I just put it there to replicate what my limit order was. I was looking for a resweep under this leg. Um, with this time with this 938 micro to see if we can get expansion up. We did not end up having that. We just had time plus level, which is a valid trade. I just did not see it at the time. So that was, I know Kev took that break even. That was a valid setup. But it's really annoying that I missed that. But we'll move on. Today was just not the best day for sure. Okay, so then we go on. We expand up. We have nothing here. We're looking for something here. I think this was an SMT. It was just so small. We end up hitting the range high, 81 range high, and what is the 243 looking like here? I'm just gonna switch it up. Um, is that the right range? No, that's way up in the sky. Holy cow! All right, let's try this. I think that was it. Okay, so 243. Still, it's just so tight. Like honestly, you could probably use an 81 for this for Tuesday and Wednesday because it's just so small. But we did go up, hit EQ. I don't know. Did we create SMT here? We did create an SMT, but there wasn't like a clean time entry until later. The one that Hidden took that was right here. I think it was something like yeah. There's an SMT, so it was like this. This swept the high barely. Oh my gosh, that would have been clean. Yeah, so that barely swept the high with time towards the end of the macro. And then obviously we get continuation down after rebalancing the EQ. I can delete this now. But yeah, that was my initial idea of limit. That was the first loss. Today was a day that I did break my rules, I have to admit, because I got really mad. It's been a minute since I've taken 2 consecutive losses. So after this second one, which I'll explain, I did take a tilt trade, which I do regret taking now because I was, just getting very anxious and ready, sick of losing per se. But I have to let the probabilities play out, and I realize that was my fault. Um, so this trade comes down. We have time. This is what we were watching on the live stream together. This was the 1031 macro. Let's see, what was the time here? Oh yeah, I marked this liquidity pull out Monday. I don't know. Did we expand this low? I think we did. Today was just dump day. Holy cow. Continuation of itself would have been nice. Um, yeah, this liquidity pool we ended up sweeping and going through. And then I think Yeah, that was annoying. This thing shut down. So I had the limit right under the pool for buys, always under. And then we did hit time, and I thought it would be at least give me a rebalance for break even because we kind of needed one on the range, but you can't go off needs. You have to go off facts and probabilities. And this is what happens, which is fine. And then I end up taking another trade after seeing this expansion. This was totally against my rules, and I realize it. Something like this. It's messy, I know. And then get stopped out on that also. After I saw expansion, I got FOMO, and it's a beginner mistake, and I shouldn't be doing this ever. So that is annoying. And I'm just gonna be real and 100% honest with y'all. That was not supposed to be taken. So yeah, those are my 3 trades. So 3 losses on the day, which sucks. My eval's down quite a bit. I don't know exactly. We're at 48597, risking $200 per trade. So that sucks. I think I got some slippage on this, and it was a little more $200. But having a rough time with that. I bought this eval. This is a alpha features eval. Kind of been just doing one for now because I want to buy more, but also I don't want to until I'm ready. But it is annoying. I literally haven't taken a win on this eval this entire week and last week, so it is quite discouraging. It's just been break evens and losses, but you know what? It's part of also a high risk reward system because this is a high RR, I'm guessing lower win rate system. So that's what it is. So yeah, those, let me delete these. I already have these logged. 3 losses on the day, which freaking sucks. And then we go into so I get off around this point. I'm done. I call it, I journal in my journal. I say, hey, I broke my rules. I'm catching myself more from breaking my rules, but I'm keeping it as strict as I can because if I break my rules, I know I cannot have consistent results in the end. So it is on me for doing that. And I am the only one holding me back from, potential probability and success. So we go on down here. We don't have really anything presented. This is not anything. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, not really, no. Do we have a sweep up here? Nah. I think there's some liquidity pools down here. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I'm doing this early because I have more free time today and I'm not going to work. So I was like, you might as well do my recap right now before I start some classes in school. So yeah, that's the day. It sucks, but I got to move on and I got to get better. I mean, if y'all have any tips or recommendations, I know this is just part of the process of learning. Is you're gonna have to do it until you get sick of it and you change. And I feel like I'm getting to that point. I'm doing everything. I'm journaling, doing these every single day. I'm not skipping a day unless it's like a bank holiday. I'm gonna just make sure I take everything tediously. I already been back testing, but I stopped because it was just there's a lot of steps. I mean, it was fine. I back tested like 6 months, 7 months, almost a year, I think. And I just need live data on the strategy, and I just need to collect live data. But I can't get discouraged in that process. I have to keep going forward with it. This is more of the psychology side of it because, I mean, these setups, these 2 were fine. Like, this is fine. I know Kev corrected me with the range, the GB range. It could have tapped here, and yeah, I didn't see it at the time. This one was a sweep with time. It's just sweep with time under liquidity pool. Sweep with time under liquidity pool. But there needs to be more, should I say, discretion involved with the ranges that show me exactly where these points need to be taken. Instead of just mechanically taking sweep with time every time, I have to base it more on the level. Let me see if we got a level down here on a smaller range. Which I'm getting used to because I haven't traded a system like this before. I'm usually really good at mechanical stuff, and this is mechanical, don't get me wrong. You said you can like pattern trade levels. Like, yeah, look at that. So we still kind of respect this area, the extension and the low, and then run up. And the sweep was around EQ. So, I mean, we got a bounce from it, but my stop was too tight, and I'm battling having a tighter stop versus a larger stop because I want to keep my risk smaller. But, yeah. I think I'm suffering from impatience of trying to pass these evals because I'm ready to get to that funded stage again because I was there before with previous strategies and systems. And I feel like I'm, taking 2 steps backwards every 1 step I take forward, and I feel like I can't get, you know, consistency with this. But it is all part of the system and all part of the plan. This is what you have to do in order to achieve profitability. But it does, this is the process I do remember from systems. I'm not going to illustrate this, but where I would like say these are different strategies. Let me see. This is the same. I don't know if this would be a good representation or not. Because y'all know, but I was a very insane strategy hopper. So I traded everything in the book. I traded quarterly theory for a while. I tried trading Enigma. Me and my friend were like trying to break it down and figure out a way to correlate price action to Enigma, which is very funny. I'm guessing y'all done it too. That's what led me to Goldback. I traded Goldback, but not with this kind of way. I traded it with, you know, all the levels with the breaker block mitigation, all that kind of stuff. I just couldn't, because I realized my personality is very fast paced per se. I couldn't, let's see if that's a good explanation of it. I couldn't just stick to one thing because I wanted that success. And I had success with quarterly theory. I had like a $7,000 month with it with prop firms. No payout taken because I ended up blowing it all, but I had 2 accounts I was trading. And that just upset me. That was during February, March of this year. And that's what led me down the spiral of, you know, going from strategy to strategy to strategy. Frick, I don't need this. So yeah, these are just be like strategies. I was just in this cycle over and over and over again of strategies. And on this one, I am not switching. Like, I have to stay to this system because I like it. It's simple. I just have to get these kinks out. I have to work out these problems and these little issues, and I'm tweaking them every day and making a good rule-based, mechanical rule-based to follow. So I can be like, hey, if I have these things met, like a sweep with time, like this guy right here, maybe this example, SMT, sweep on ES, time, and then sends this lower. This could have been a trade, and I know Hidden did take this. I just need to keep it and then 10-point stop. That's pretty freaking tight. Holy cow! I think, is that 10 points? Yeah. And then yeah, like, so because this system's such a high RR, it's inevitable to take multiple little losses and break evens as part of the system. But I have to get used to that because I'm used to trading lower R's and high win rates and all these different things. It's just getting comfortable with this because I've only been doing this for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, I think. But yeah, growing. So yeah, strategy hopping. I'm breaking this cycle. I plan on not doing this anymore because I know this is breaking me. Like the shiny object syndrome, strategy hopping, searching for the holy grail. There's no holy grail. Have fun looking for one if you are, because there's nothing exists. You have to stay on one thing. I don't freaking care if you're trading, you know, moving averages and then freaking taking buys off that. Like, bro, just do something, you know? Like, you have to have a system to work off and a system that you've back tested and you've tested and you know has a probability in the edge and the end. It doesn't matter what it is, but as long as you stick to it, you know? Obviously, there's some systems that legit don't have like profitability involved, like freaking, I don't even know, patterns and crap that people trade. But yeah, that's my struggle. Today was a tilt day, an extra trade taken. I see my wrong in that, and I'm just trying to get out of my head of that way because I've mentioned this before to y'all, but my strategy hopping, and I need to find, and I think I am, find something else to go ahead of my trading so I'm not so emotionally tied to all this, to like taking losses to the market. Yeah, because I took these 3 losses. This one was annoying because I'm like, okay, I saw this and it did, like, I'm like, dude, what the heck did you just do? I haven't broken my rules in like 2 weeks. So that was freaking, that sucked. And then these 2 were like, I guess, like probable losses, I guess. I mean, this could have been more refined. This could have been more refined. But I was fine. Like, I was not even emotional taking these 2. And something just messed up when I saw that I took negative 2R on the day, and I made it -3, which was unnecessary. I'm just got impatient, wanting to pass this eval, want success quick, whereas it's a process and nothing does come quick. So yeah, that's the thought process. I don't know, this has been a yap session, but this is what's been on my chest right now. trying to figure this out. But I I know this has long-term probability, because I mean, we see Kev, Christian, all the guys in the server, like, Kev taking consistent payouts with this. It's just, you can make money with this, and it is actually a really good system. I just know how to use it properly. It's like if somebody gave me a tool to use, like some weird, I don't even know, what are those, like some metal detector or some crap. Is this a metal detector? Oh frick, my drawing skills are like a fourth grader. The frick. Yeah, like somebody gave me a metal detector and I have no clue. Say I have like no clue how to use it. Um, it's like I have to learn how to use this properly in order to find the coins. This kind of a funny reference, but the coins I'm looking for, So I need to learn how to use this, and I'm getting better to learn how to use this properly in order to find consistent returns and consistent success that will lead me to funded accounts and then payouts. And that is what I'm going for, y'all. So thanks for listening to me for this rap session. I know this, did I just say rap session? Holy crap, I'm about to spit some bars. This yap session. I know this is a longer video than my others, but yep, this is what was on this, what someone needed to talk about today. And I would love to hear thoughts and concerns or whatever y'all have to say. But I know we discussed this before. I just need to have patience and have something else ahead of trading, which, yeah, reading, gym, school, even though school's just, I'm kind of losing motivation for it, but I have to stick to it until I make success with this and find consistency. So thank you guys. See ya.